Hesitating to act because the whole vision might not be achieved or because others do not share it is an attitude that only hinders progress. I first heard this from my English teacher, and I didn't exactly know what it meant then. But over the years, it has become one of my favorite quotes. Almost a decade ago, when I tasted In and Out for the first time, I became a huge fan of beef burgers. That moment unlocked a new level of life where I suddenly wanted to try steak, pork ribs, brisket, and basically all the non chicken foods of the world. But somehow, I never really got to try anything else apart from those beef burgers. Sure, these days I do love beef biscuit sandwiches in Bucky's, and I even tried the legendary Salt Lake BBQ a couple of years ago. But I couldn't even finish half of my plate. I mean, I always wanted to eat at these big BBQ spots like Terry Black's in Austin or Pappy's Smokehouse in St. Louis. I even stood in the line at Pappy's for about 15 minutes, but then it looked like it'll take another 30 to 40 minutes of waiting. And man, I was starving and I had to be back on the road for something else. On this quest of mine to enjoy a BBQ place, I've been bookmarking spots all around the states, hoping one day I would finally try them. But it never really happened until today. Today, I said, fuck it. I searched for BBQ places near me, found a couple of places, and I landed upon Southern BBQ in Sanger, Texas. I've also always wanted to try food vlogging. I even recorded some restaurant and food clips here and there when I go out with friends. But I can't really film myself eating, is what I thought. But after taking a few bites of brisket, I couldn't resist myself. I literally walked out of the restaurant, grabbed my tripod from the car, marched back into the restaurant, and started recording myself. I have absolutely enjoyed my beef briskets, which were cooked for 14 hours, and savored my pork ribs, which were more tender than a cake. It's just 20 minutes away from Denton, located in Sanger, and I'm honestly blown away by the food. I even told the staff members that it's my first time properly enjoying a beef brisket or a pork ribs. Now listen, I don't have a fantasy of wanting people to watch me while I do the deed. I mean, while I eat it, is what I meant. But I do need a long enough video footage so I can blabber all this in the background. So here you are, watching me eat my food. Sorry I didn't even show the empty, dirty plate afterwards. But honestly, if you enjoy staring at dirty plates, you really need therapy.
Okay.
I got a peach cobbler because I love sugars. And I think that's part of the reason why young girls call me Sugar Daddy. Anyway, I went out for a stroll around downtown Sanger. They even had an Indian restaurant called Papads, which is a franchise for the famous Papadums Blue from Hyderabad, India. Just kidding. I like how villages are special and carry a different vibe back in India. I feel the same applies for little American towns. They have their own flavor, and I love exploring such small towns. It's really beautiful seeing the whole community come together sometimes. Something you don't often see in the big cities. The strawberries are so sad I got a chocolate brownie delight yesterday. So I had to go back and rescue the poor strawberries from Freddy's.
Jai